Hello, this is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. This morning I'm making a watercolor book. I'm not making it like I would a journal book. I was going to do that to begin with, but I had this here binder. If I could bring it up. I had this here binder for a long time. And I didn't want to put a journal in it because I like making my own booklets. You know, I like putting them together and making my own cover and stuff like that. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this. So, but I decided I'm going to put my watercolor paper in here. Now each one has a wrong side and a right side. Now, I don't really think this book has a wrong and a right side. Yeah. Well, the smooth side of the paper is supposed to be the wrong side. Sometimes it's really hard to tell. You know. But anyway, I got the pages from this here booklet. It was 11 by 15. I kept the width because the width fit good in my book. But I made the length 9 inches. Now, when you open the book, right, you have your pages down. It looks like the pages are too short, right? But then when you close it, they all come even to the edge. You know. I also have, and these here scraps are left over from me cutting, right? I got all this here. You keep these, because what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make a smaller booklet. I'll probably cut it in half, you know, and make a booklet about that big. And then that way, you know, if I want to go out and I want to do some drawing or some watercolor while I was out, I have a smaller booklet to take with me. This booklet actually isn't that big, so I'd probably take that with me. But if you wanted something smaller, keep the straps. Right? I also, see, I made these. You can make them different ways. You could either make your journal like your art journal, like a regular journal by binding them, sewing the pages. You could do the Coptic stitch in them, but I like the loops. And I put some beads to make it fancy. And I put in the cover says Dream in Color. And then these are watercolor papers too. I never used these yet. Now I had some that were little that I was using for my my swatches for my you know, color pencils. But these I think I'll save for my watercolors. And then I'll have this bigger one. And I can show you how I did my the holes. Drink a coffee. Okay. Let's see, I put this off to the side. I believe this is the one I was using, right? What did I do with my paper? Okay, grab it. Put these off to the side. See, this one got messed up. Yeah, I imagine that would be alright, because you wouldn't really be able to see it. So I measured them for one, I'll show you. I took a piece of paper, because you gotta have a tablet when you're doing stuff. Took a piece of paper, put it up to the edge, put little pencil marks on it. And then I used this. I call this my crocodile. I know it's not a crocodile, it's just it's a, what do you call it, a hardcore hole punch. But I find it, I can see easier with this. With the crocodile, you have to look under it, and I couldn't really judge where the hole was going to be. So this has an eyelet and plus different size holes. So this is the one that I use for the holes. But you put it up to your binder. Or if you don't want to use a binder, you know. See, I chose to use a binder. You could make them like this. And you can put the holes wherever you want. And it doesn't really matter if they're even. You could have hole here. This hole could be way up here. This hole could be down. Another hole up. You know, you make your book like that, make it fancy. And I just added some, what do you call these, pony beads to make it fancy looking. I made 2 of these. But with this one, I'm putting these in a binder. Now, how I did that. Now, this page doesn't belong with the others. And I got 2 pages. I thought, oh wait, no, here they are. I have more. Yeah. Now, let me see. What was wrong with this page? Was it measured right or what? Oh no, it's measured right. Yeah, that's the one that has this little thing on the bottom. Huh. Oh well. Let's see if it works. So what a safe size. Because I kept the width, but I made each page 9 inches. You can make your book as big as you want. And you gotta scoot it down to the bottom. Let me pull you over to me. You gotta scoot it down to the bottom, right? I think what it was with this page, I may have put the holes wrong. So I'm just gonna put this one up here. And you scoot it down to the bottom like this. Make sure it's nice and even. You take a clip. It's a rather large clip. And you take your hole punch. Okay. And you put it right in there where the hole is. And these are really hard to squeeze. I'm hoping this doesn't make my arm ache more than what it already does. Now, if this doesn't look like they came out, but they did. You just gotta punch them like this. Oops. Okay. And you get your book. Oops. And you put them inside your book. And there you go. Put them inside your book. And I always keep my template because I want to add more pages. And I always leave that right up front like this. And you close it. Now you can make your book different ways. Like I showed you, you can make it. You can put like, I got some in my little swatch books. I just have like 3 holes. Or you could do it the regular bookbinding way. Now with these here things, I'm going to make smaller ones. I'm going to end up measuring in half and making smaller ones. But, it also is this here. The back of your, back of your canvas, you know, for your, watercolor papers came in. You keep this. This is clipboard. I use these for my covers of my journals. So you keep them for future journals. But the reason why I want to make watercolors, papers, you know, for, books. I can't think properly today. I don't know what it is. I'm stumbling over my words. I can't get them out. I got the thought up in my head, but the words just don't want to come out. I think I need a sip of coffee. Because I know what I'm thinking, you know. I watched a video. I'll link it down below in this video. This guy, he had a watercolor paper, right? And he took his watercolor paints and he made like different splotches. Like, let's see. Take this for instance. I'll probably even show you on this. this video don't end up being too long. But he took different splotches and put like a splotch of red here, splotch of blue over here, a splotch of green down here, and a lot, you know, let it run, you know. And then he took tissue paper and he soaked up the excess, and he took gel pens or paint markers. Now, that's where this comes in at. I don't have no room. No room, no room, no room. Let me put this down here. I need a bigger book space. I went and I bought me from Amazon some beautiful gel pens. Look at this. Look how pretty this is. The sparkles. This is my glitter pens in here. It came with 2 cases. You open it up. And look at all these pretty colors. Oh, and I tried them out, and the glitter pens are gorgeous. See, they got some on both sides. And like these are the refills. It's refills for the gel pens and refill for the glitter pens. I just love this set. I was going to do my coloring book with these, but I was reading up on it. You know, I did some research on the gel pens. The gel pens are actually mixed with water inside, and when they come out of your pen, it's liquidy, you know. And if you're not careful, it can smudge. So I really don't want to put that in my books and have it smudge all over the place. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to use that for my watercolors. And I'll show you what he did in one of my, either in this video, probably my next videos. I think this video is going to be running long. Okay, and I got more gel pens. Look at this. These are the regular ones. But you know, they look like they sparkle. See how they got the sparkles in the pens? They are just so pretty. Oh, these are pastel ones, it looks like. Right here. Oh my. I love them. I love doing art, you know. I'm like Lynn. I got the coloring bug. And I got it bad. Yeah, put that over here. Now, I wanted to show you too. I bought these a long time ago. I got these off Amazon. Put these over here so I don't lose them. So if you're making booklets, you could use rings like these. They got them in all different colors. And they go together like this. You know, you can make books of collector rings. So I have pink that I got. I have purple. What's that? Red. Blue. Yellow, all different colors. And then when you do your journals, you can mix the colors up, you know, as your binder. I did some journals with these. I think I showed them a while back in one of my videos. But I was looking yesterday for my watercolors. I looked all over the place. I couldn't find them. I got cubbies out in my living room. They're like them little square cubbies, and you put them cloth bends in them. Well, I got my crafty stuff in there, you know, some crafty stuff. I store it away there, and then I take it out when I want to use it. But I was looking forever for my watercolors, and I know I got shelves next to where my computer's at, and I know I looked in them shelves like 2-3 times, and I didn't see nothing. I asked Chris, could he help me find my color pencils? I said, I have a feeling they might be downstairs, because that's where I got my paint at, right? And he went downstairs and says, no, they're not down here, you know. And I said, well, maybe they were in that drawer, because the last time I remember, I put them in that drawer, but I didn't see them. He goes over there and looks, and finds them right away. I was glad, too, because I had stuff in there that I couldn't find before. Now, I'm going to show you this. I bought these a long time ago. I think before I started doing YouTube videos. because I wanted to do some writing in my journals. So I can pull this off. But it's a very, very fine tip. Let me see. Bring it down so you can see it. It's a very fine tip marker. And I got all different colors here. It's IBM. I guess that's how you would pronounce it. But I got these. Oops, wrong way again. So I'm just going to leave it in this little plastic thing because that's a good storage for them too. I found these, and then I found these. These are Art Smith. And I believe these are markers. Take them out and see. Yeah, these are markers. There's a little fine tip here. It's not actually fine, but it's... No, that was the big end. This is the little end. I bought these markers, and these are called Art Smith. But I got these a while back. I was going to use them for my journals. But now I use them for coloring. I still do my journals with them every now and then. And how did I have this here? Oh well. I'll figure it out. Let's put that in here. Bring it up a little bit. Okay. Here are my watercolors. First, my starter set. Little teeny tiny things. I don't know what this even came in. I think it came in with like maybe, I got like a thing of pencils. Maybe in this came with extra something in it. But I got these here palettes. My green looks like it's almost used. So I got these. And I got these. I never used these yet. These are my pastel colors. I found my brushes too, by the way. My watercolor brushes. I got them put away now. So that I don't use these here brushes they came with. And then I got these. I never used these either. But I'm going to start. And then here's another one. They're all the same but different colors. This is like darker colors. And then these. So I went there, they had all these different palettes. And I wanted to get one of each. So let me find a space for this over here. I got something else I want to show you too. Okay. Oops. Oh, come on now. Don't be shy. Come out here. I also have a whole bunch of tubed watercolor. And I bought these originally for my diamond art. But it just didn't work out for my diamond art. So I decided not. Because if the whole thing comes out. But I'm going to put my my tube watercolors in here. And I was watching a video on that, and they said what you do is you put half in, you let that dry, and then you put the other half in. And I have all different colors. I have the green, and the red, and the purples, and the blues, black and white. I think mostly I got the primary colors in here. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing too. It's my thing. I'm doing my thing with the watercolors. Okay. I think that's all I wanted to show you. Yeah. Oh, I also have this here watercolor pad. Now I'm going to leave this one the way it is. I'm going to leave this one the way it is. Because, for one, I like tearing my pages out when I do stuff. You can either do that or you put like a silicone mat here or something here so it doesn't soak into the other papers. But see right here is like a little line. It makes it easy to tear. So I'm going to leave this book the way it is. But I think that's all I wanted to do. So I'm going to let you go. And I hope you come back to my channel. I hope you don't think my my videos are boring. Sometimes, I get in moods and I start thinking about stuff. And I overthink, And I've been trying different ways to make my videos interesting. But I don't know. I do it because I enjoy it, for one, my videos. But it's nice that other people like my videos too. I like that when people like my videos. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Enough of me rambling. And you have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.